Okay, traders, so we will be taking a look at some micro caps. Well, there were micro caps back in the good old days, not now, guys. Now, at these point of times, we have been looking at some crazy valuations already, right? Dogecoin, BTT, VeChain, HoloChain, all of them are up more than 20 to 30x in the market. Dogecoin doing 100x, guys, and we are not even at the end of the bull run. The bull run is still, I guess, midway, right? So guys, without any ado, let's take a look at the first chart. We have BitTorrent token right here. We are trending above all the major moving averages right here. So there is simply no need to be bearish of this structure right here in the macro time frames, right? Whereas the RSI is still situated above the 60, while we see a fresh new bearish cross happening on the TSI. Now guys, this TSI bullish cross happened all the way here when we actually began this rally to the upside. Now in this single bull cross to the upside, starting from these ranges, we went all the way towards 4,005% move to the upside with one single TSI bullish cross. So guys, you do know the significance of these crosses, right? The oscillators, the RSI, the moving averages, they all must be in completely fine posture. But when you see the momentum, when you see the TSI actually taking a down cross, this is where most of the change of behavior really starts taking place in the market, right? So guys, is this a death sentence? No. This means that BitTorrent token against US dollar is gonna get into extremely choppy environments, right? It's going to be really choppy in this zone until we are actually going to be clearing out the range to either the upside or to the downside, guys. Now what do I mean by this? I mean that we want to look at some 3-day closures happening above this range or below this range right here. If we do this one, if we close above this one, most likely the TSI will start crossing to the upside, and this would be a potential shakeout kind of situation here, and the price will ultimately resolve to the upside. Then we can talk about some further upside targets out of this entire bull pennant. If this actually comes into fruition, we will be talking about BitTorrent token hovering somewhere around 2 cents, guys. Now that would be insane. Now that would be yet another 100% move to the upside from these areas, right? More than 120%, to be honest with you. But guys, now this is what you really have to be aware about in the macro on BTT, since we are dealing with this cross right here. Now guys, this one takes time to extrapolate itself, right? We did have this cross on the TSI right here, but it did take a couple of 3-day candles opening and closing below a few moving averages. Then we really started to confirm the trend to the downside, right? Similarly, somewhere over here as well, we started to look at the TSI closing to the downside, and then we actually confirmed it after a few candles closing below some moving averages. Then we had that trend shifting behavior. Now we are looking at similar signature on the TSI right here. But we should be really patient about this entire range to either resolve to the upside or the downside. If we are resolving this range to the downside, guys, this would probably be aligning with the fact that this was more or less an interim top, a midterm top. BitTorrent token needs some consolidation in this entire range, all the way until the 21 simple moving average standing at 0.5 cents. We could lose this level out as well, guys. If we do lose this one out, we'll be heading on back all the way towards the 55 simple on 3-day time frame. Now this is a far-fetched opinion, guys. This is far-fetched opinion, right? Everything really has to happen step by step, and as we jump into the smaller time frames, really looking at some more support and resistance in place, right? But guys, this was a single leg up move, even in the daily, in the 3-day as well. So it looks to me like if we do lose this support right here, this is quite significant, guys. We're dealing with a quite significant support, to be honest with you, on BitTorrent token against US dollar. If we lose this one out, guys, this is a good looking trade to the downside for all the way about a 45% move, guys. Now remember, if you are trading these markets, if you are actively participating in the price action, guys, most likely you will be enjoying these up moves and down moves as well, because guys, there are opportunities every single where. You have perpetual contracts, you have margin exposure, you have margin trading on BitTorrent token. So basically you can be short on 1x leverage as well without any reasons, without any worry of getting liquidated in the markets as well, guys. Now what do I mean by 1x short? You just simply flip your spot exposure into USDT. You are basically short on that asset afterwards, right? Nothing much, nothing to be confused about. Even if you just sell this one off into USD after we lose the support right here with the 21 simple moving average, you could pick 45% more BitTorrent tokens when you do come back to these ranges, right? So guys, these down moves are going to be good news in the small time, in the medium time frames as well. But if we do lose out on this support right here, guys, I do not think there's going to be any stoppage all the way until this point right here. So the levels are pretty clear on this one, guys. We have massive ranges on this one, because the upside volatility expansion, the upside price action expansion was so rapid, it was so horrendous, it was so horrific that there was no stopping, guys. We did not formulate any support resistance apart from these areas, right? So you can't really see any support resistance confluence happening between these price points. Now these zones, these ranges are quite big, guys. 51%, 40%. The current one which you're dealing with somewhere might be around 20 to 25%, right? So guys, ranges are pretty big on this one. You only want to be playing out on confirmed moves on BitTorrent token. You do not want to get chopped out in the intraday volatility on this one, guys, because even in the intraday time frame, these single candles are quite volatile. One single wrong move, you would be down you would be down 20%, right? One single good move, you will be up 20% as well, which tells of the fact that how volatile these things are on these levels, right? Now guys, the volatility expansion is still under expansion on the BitTorrent against USD token. So the price action on this level is still under expansion. We are still not looking at any macro reversal, although guys, I do feel if we do lose on the 21 simple on the daily time frame and we do start trending below that one, basically if we do start losing few candles and we basically remain below that support area as well, things could be looking bleak in the mid time frame for BitTorrent token. Guys, this is not a death sentence. This is not this just means that you got to be vigilant. If you are in this one for, let's just say, a huge chunk of your money is lying on BitTorrent token right now, you got to be vigilant below these levels, right? Until you're holding fine off of the support, most likely according to the trend, this would be a further expansion to the upside. But if you do lose out on this one, guys, you will be coming back down here. It's as simple as it can get. Do we have BTT against BTC anywhere? Yeah, we do have, but we have this one calculated. All right, we do have some KuCoin price action as well. So BitTorrent token, guys, quite touching the 600 retracement out of this entire downward, out of this entire bear market for BitTorrent token against USD. So this one gives us another risk management point, which is this one, guys. Now from the current price point, this is going to be a down move of 21%, guys. Now if you lose out on those supports on the BTT USD price action, and the price action on BitTorrent token against BTC aligns with the breakage of the support as well, guys, then we can confirm that 45% down move, and then we can talk about reversion to the mean as well, guys. You can play some short price, you can play some short position plays as well, guys, but do not over leverage yourself. No point over leveraging yourself. Manage your risks and manage your exposures precisely. You could be nailing out on this move to the downside or the upside, as we are still guys, this is consolidation on BitTorrent against BTC. This is still consolidation. The TSI did give you a bearish cross long before right on these price points here, but guys, we could be looking at another reset of the TSI. And do we have any grind playing out on this one? We do not. Even if we had any grind, we did break to the downside, right? But guys, if we are losing out on this area right here, this could be aligning perfectly with the 3-day 21 moving average on BTT against USDT. Guys, do extrapolate, guys, these things the Bitcoin pair and the USD pair are going to extrapolate themselves out into a price action behavior, which is going to be quite related, guys, which is going to be quite related to each other, right? So you want to be keeping a close eye. You got to be vigilant if you do have a lot of exposure on BitTorrent token, right? All right, guys, the next candidate we have is Dogecoin, guys. Massive piece of price action right here. I did make a video on Dogecoin very recently onto this candle, I guess, right? But guys, are we reversing from these price points? Not really, but we could confirm this one as a top if we start closing this candle like this, and the next candle as well. If the next 3-day candle is not able to take this range high right here, standing at 43 cents, guys, then we can be talking about some midterm consolidation or some midterm reversal as well. Do we have any divergence between this point and this point? We do have a bit of a divergence between these both highs right here, right? But as far as you're above the 60 on the RSI, which is actually quite far-fetched, guys, this is quite a big range as well. Guys, we are looking at some similar ranges on these assets. That's why I was like, let's just combine all of these assets into one single video and talk about them, right? They used to be micro cap coins back in the good old days, but they're not anymore. They are $1 billion guys now. $1 billion crypto assets. They're coming from nothing. They're coming from a couple of $1 million. That's why it's just so volatile upon these ranges, right? The 3-day time frame is completely fine, to be honest with you. This is completely fine, guys. Let's just check out the weekly as well. The weekly must be complete. Yeah, you just bullishly engulfed above this entire range right here, guys. On the first and the foremost go, this looks to me like you will have further continuation move to the upside, guys, because it's the weekly trend, and the weekly trend has just emerged, right? You could argue about the fact that this was simply a continuation of the single leg to the upside, guys, and we are still dealing with a single leg move to the upside on the weekly time frame as well. But On the 3-day time frame, guys, remember on the 3-day time frame, if you're not able to close your preceding candles, if you're not able to close your next few candles above this range right here, this could mean that you will consolidate on these ranges for some amount of time. Then we can talk about some further expansion to the upside, guys, something like this as well, right? Something like this right here. We did expand with bullish engulf volume and bullish engulf price action as well, but you did want to consolidate for a very long time until you break this range to the upside, guys. So this is what we are looking at currently back again. Until you are dealing with this range high right here, you're going to be consolidating. Most likely you will have a retest back to the mean moving average right here, aligning with the 10 cents BitTorrent token. Now guys, this is yet another far-fetched opinion. If I do take the logarithmic values away, yep, there you go. If you this is the real picture, guys. This is the real picture. This is crazy volatile. Had you been long on BitTorrent token from these levels, you're completely fine off of right here as well. But if you're going to thinking of taking fresh new positions on BitTorrent token, guys, be vigilant on this one as well. Be really, guys, this one is actually behaving just like Dogecoin, to be honest. All right. BitTorrent token and Dogecoin are quite like they're behaving quite similarly, guys, in the 12-hour time, in the daily time frames as well. We are dealing with some particular range highs, and until we're resolving the range highs to the upside or to the downside in range lows, guys, this is going to be a simple consolidation, and most likely it's going to be very choppy price action in the coming days and the coming hourly candles as well. All right, the 2-hour time frame. Now this is something which I want to talk about for this particular asset, Dogecoin, right here, guys. Now if I simply take off the price action, guys, you can see the bullish cross between the 21 and the 55 simple on the 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour, this is pretty small, guys. This is pretty small time frame, right? But this is the smaller the time frame in terms of timing the reversals, the better you can get with your accuracy, guys. Although you could be trapped out as well in these time frames, because these small time frames could lead to some good decisions, but guys, if the trend emerges out to be really strong, it could turn out to be bad decisions as well. This is why most of your decision making should happen in the higher time frames rather than the small time frames. But guys, just for the sake of this price action right here, we had our bullish cross on to the 25 onto the 55 and the 21 simple moving average onto these price points, guys. Freaking these price points, 5 cents, and you are potentially looking for a bearish cross right here. So guys, can you complain about this price action? Hell no. You cannot complain about the price action, because ever since the bullish cross right here, you are up 500%, right? 500% move to the upside. Guys, would this bearish cross mean that we are looking at some capitulation of the price action? No. This bearish cross would simply mean that we are getting into consolidation. This bearish cross would mean that we are getting into extreme chop. That is what I wanted to say, right? But guys, until then, you could be looking at some price action formulation, something like this. We are in a channel. This is completely fine, right? This is completely fine. So even if the bearish cross happens right here, and if you're not able to take this range low to the downside right here, you're going to be completely fine. Most likely you will get reaccumulated alongside this channel right here, and then you'll resolve to the upside, guys. You could argue about the fact that this could be looking like a bull pennant as well. So your upside targets could be aligning with somewhere near the $0.75 on Doge against USD, guys. Doge, you know the opinion, guys. A lot of people are looking at Dogecoin at $1. This is why probably it's not going. This is not going to happen. Okay. I do not want to be the bear whisperer. I don't want to be the bear in the market, in this bull market, right? But guys, look, when literally everybody, guys, people from Robinhood as well, Robinhood shitcoin traders, everyone, guys, this has gone so mainstream. The $1 target on Dogecoin has gone so freaking mainstream. So two things can happen. Simply two things can happen. Either we do not hit that target at all, or we go beyond that target, guys, beyond that target. Now there's a third thing which could happen as well. We could consolidate in a range for a very long time, shake out all the traders who are looking at some immediate price action follow through all the way towards $1. Then we eventually make our move to the upside, right? So guys, the risk management in the small time frame, as most of the action on BitTorrent token is happening, on Dogecoin is happening on small time frames, your risk management could be perfectly fine onto these levels as well, guys. Now we just wigged right here. This is not a confirmed support as well. What you want to be talking about is this range right here, this range low, right? This range low is quite significant, as this is the trend bearer for this entire channel's formulations as well, guys. Now if you do take this level out to the downside, you will be coming back and testing the 200 simple on the 2-hour time frame, guys. Now let's check out the 4-hour time frame as well. All right. Now you do know what happened on the on the bullish cross on the 2 hour time frame right here, guys, onto these levels right here. Right now, this entire trend to the upside was guided by the 4 hour 21 simple moving average, guys. Crazy, crazy risk management. Had you been long on Dogecoin onto these levels, you would not have dropped your long exposure until this area right here, until we actually lost the 21 simple on 4 hour time frame, right? So, guys, this was yet another good trade. All the guys, similar trade on 4 hour, good interplay on the 4 hour and the 2 hour time frame. This is why, guys, we could be looking at some key inflection changes in the price action behavior as well. We could be either chopping out on this range, or we could be breaking down, guys. I do not sense any FOMO on Dogecoin USD price action, to be honest with you, guys. This is not FOMO. This wants consolidation. We did break this one to the downside, resolving the 4 hour 21 simple moving average to the downside, guys. This wants consolidation. This wants to test some areas of liquidity before it makes it moves to the upside, or it breaks to the downside, guys. Either ways, right? Now, this is what really happened back in the days, guys. Well, last week of January, this is what happened, right? We did expand to the upside, but then we did lose out on this moving average right here, and we consolidated for a very long time until we did resolve to the upside, guys. Now, this consolidation was very long, and this resolved out of the 12-hour time frame as well, guys, as far as I remember, right? As soon as you looked at this bullish cross right here, guys, there was no stop into the upside on the 12 hour. Now, the significance of these bullish crosses is going to be certainly higher in terms of your time frame as well. Now, if you talk about these bullish crosses happening on the 12-hour time frame, you do have more probability towards that single play out to the upside, right, or to the downside in case of a bearish cross. So, guys, the higher the time frame, the more accurate your trades are going to look. On the daily time frame, let's check out the daily as well, guys. The daily 21 simple is quite deviated from the price action as well, guys. This one really needs a reset from these levels, it looks to me like. Now, if you correct back to the 21 simple, guys, this is a 38% range to the downside. And guess what, even if you come back to the 21 simple moving average on daily time frame, you will be still looking bullish, guys. You will be still looking bullish. This is why if you are really greedy, guys, I'm not making a bearish video. I do not want to shake you out as well, but if you are being controlled by your greed on Dogecoin right now, I guess this is the price action is quite telling of the fact that you should take a step back and reevaluate these higher levels of unsustainable price action, guys. As you do want to, it looks to me like you have been consolidating here for almost 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now this is the 6th day. You're still not broken the range to the upside, although you can argue as far as you're maintaining this channel to the upside, you are fine. But guys, check these ranges out, man. You could correct all the way towards 40% down moves, and still you will be looking bullish on the macro, guys. You'll be looking bullish on the macro. So if you're exposed on leverage on Dogecoin, guys, just be vigilant on this one as well, guys. Doge against BTC. Now this is also which I wanted to take a look at for this video right here, guys. Doge against BTC looking like a pulled out, like a complete rip off as well again. Now the previous daily candle was a bearish engulf, guys. Now this is a pure bearish engulf. You did not wick above the previous price point, although, but this is a bearish engulf of this entire bullish candle, guys. You did want to break this range to the upside. You did want to go to the upside, and guys, had you had this little follow through candle, or you would have not closed this candle in such a bearish posture right here, you would have had a continuation move to the upside all the way towards 900 satoshis, guys. Now you are not quite able to close candles above this price point right here, which calls for yet another further consolidation, guys. Consolidation. Doge against USD, Doge against BTC, both of them calling for consolidation. So this simply tells that you got to cut your greed if you're heavily exposed on Dogecoin to the upside. And guys, this is also maintaining a neat looking structure right here, guys. This is yet another channel under formulation. Not under formulation, this is a channel, guys, which is progressing the price action to the upside. Now if you do lose hold on to these lows right here, which we are currently formulating, you could be breaking down. You could be first retesting the 21 simple on daily time frame, but ultimately you'll come back to the 55, guys. Now we do not have much support here. We don't have much support. The price action was so explosive to the upside, we did not formulate any support resistance on our way, guys. This is why if you will correct from these regions, you will come back down to these levels, guys. These levels. Now I do not want to be the bearish news bearer or something like that, or whatever is that, but guys, if you break down from these levels, I do not see any support resistance confluence, guys. Could you argue about the fact that this is a little support right here? Yeah, but guys, this is not really strong. This is not a strong support. Can we go to the 2 hour time frame and see whether it's relevant or not, guys? This is not really relevant, to be honest with you, right? The 2 hour time frame, although, is guiding this entire trend channel perfectly fine, guys. Now, you could formulate this low right here. If you do formulate a low right here, if you do successfully close a couple of 2 hour candles and you avert this bearish cross, guys, before it really happens right here, then you will be testing the range highs again. Then you will be testing the high sides of the channel again. So potentially you have two trades out right here in this current situation. Now, this is not a financial advice, guys. You can take this trade, it can go to the downside and it can cause you losses as well, but this is how you can look at this one, guys. This is a potential up move of all the way 40%, guys. Now, 40% would mean a retest of this trending channel to the upside, whereas if you break to the downside, this could align perfectly with this support line right here, guys. You have 30 to 35% trades onto the upside and to the downside, guys. Now, the BTC pairs are looking strong, whereas the USD pairs are like meh. The USD pairs are like completely sideways, and most of them are breaking down as well, whereas the BTC pairs are doing completely fine in the market, guys. Bitcoin dominance is really shaken out. It's real altcoin season, guys. This is the time when you could be more confident putting money into assets like Ethereum rather than Bitcoin as well, guys. Now, times like these are coming to fruition, guys. They are coming to fruition. We are dealing with the real altcoin cycle right now. This is this real altcoin cycle, right? But onto the price action right here, you do lose hold on these levels. This would mean that you could be dealing with some bearish cross in the small time frames and a potential retest of the 382 satoshis, guys. Until then, you are completely fine in this trending channel to the upside, right? The momentum oscillators, well, you are looking quite bearish on the RSI, guys. The RSI is not looking really strong in the 2 hour time frame, as this grinded resolve to the downside, right? And you did have this bearish breakdown, guys. This is what you want to be looking at as a trader as well. You did resolve two grinds. That is why this was a good looking trade to the downside, guys. Now, aligning perfectly with this area right here, you had a downside trade of 25%, guys. Three things happened: the TSI crossed to the downside, the RSI broke down the structure, and the price action was breaking the structure as well. Pretty obvious looking trade as well to the downside. Now, guys, wait for the TSI to consolidate, wait for the price action to consolidate. This could all flip to the upside, and then you can think about taking a trade to the upside as well. This is how you go for your swing trades. This is how you pinpoint some key areas of interest where most of the buyers and sellers are sitting for actually the price action to move to either sides, right? This is what you look at. This is what you want to look at as a trader. I'm really losing my words today, man. Holy crap. As I take a sip of my mixed fruit juice, guys, COVID situations do keep you have to keep yourself and your immunity up to the mark. Otherwise, you'll probably catch it. Okay. Now, this is the significance. This is the key significance, right? You lose this one, you go down. You hold this one, you go up, right? All right, guys. The next candidate we have is Holo. So Holo has also gone up quite significantly from the COVID capitulation right here, guys. Crazy price action, 16,000%. Whew. Talk about some bullish price action, man. Holy cow. Alright, if we talk about some Elliott wave impulse right here, guys, you could simply argue about the fact that you are potentially getting into a fourth wave from this situation right here, guys. This looks to me like a midterm top under formulation. Now, remember, this is the 3-day time frame, and you have been printing bearish candles ever since the spinning top right here, guys. Now, spinning tops are pretty precise in terms of calling macro reversals and some kind of correction moves as well. So it looks to me like ever since you did have the spinning top on the 3-day time frame, guys, this really wants to drip down. This really wants to continue the downside move, right? Until you do retest the 21 simple moving average on 3-day time frame, guys. This moving average is really catching up to the price action, which means that this is a consolidation first and foremost. This is not immediate. This is not an immediate reversal from these levels. Your immediate reversal would have been caused by the fact that the 3-day candles would have. All right. I'm completely losing my words right here. All right, guys. Your immediate reversal would have been confirmed if we would have closed a couple of 3-day candles right after the spinning top below the 21 simple moving average. We did not do that. We are still hovering above the 21 simple, which means that the trend is completely fine as of now. Whereas, just judging by the momentum breakdown right here, guys, most likely you would be getting below the 60 as well. Now, This is the important grind you're dealing with. Now this grind is aligning perfectly with the 60 on the RSI as well. So guys, you could be looking at some potential breakdown of the price action structure. Now this is what happened on to the previous times, guys. Now this is what happened, right? You got into your second wave after your RSI broke down. Let me just zoom this out for a little clearer picture, right? So guys, had you been sitting out in the sidelines waiting for some key retracement levels on the Fibonacci retracement levels on the first wave, you would have picked up some, well, let's just say you would have picked up 40%, 50% more hot chain, guys, 50% more hollow chain, right? So this was guided by the fact that you broke this RSI grind to the downside and you got into the second wave. Now this is what we're dealing with back again, guys. You could be getting into the fourth wave with this RSI breaking down from this level. So wait for this moving average to actually guys, I on the first go I do expect honestly this one to break down, guys. I do expect, because you have put series of red candles. There is no buying interest on the macro as well from onto these levels, which suggests that you want to look for some further consolidation or the resolution of the structure to the downside in the first go, right? But guys, you know my opinion on the fourth wave. Fourth wave is the bastard of all the waves. The fourth wave is the worst wave, guys. Worst wave. The extremely choppy, the most choppy wave is the fourth wave. And this extends out to a very, very big extent as well, guys. Now this is certainly going to be way bigger than the second wave. This is why the price action could take a while to resolve itself to the upside. Now guys, here's how the fourth wave targets could go about. Now if you take this entire second wave and draw some Fibonacci area of interest, you could align your downside targets with these levels right here. Now you could argue about the fact that you are quite close to it, guys. Now don't get me wrong, what happens is that you can come down all the way towards the 886 as well, and still you will be under a bullish structure, guys. Still you will be under a bullish structure until you are taking down the second wave low right here. You are in a bullish trend. This is why there are some shortcomings of the Elliott wave impulse analysis, guys. You could come down all the way back onto these levels and these levels as well. You can still stay bullish. You can still be bullish on the macro. This is why you do not want to derive your price targets from your Elliott waves, guys. Although you can determine your market trends and your wave behaviors from Elliott waves. Nothing else, guys. Nothing else. The daily time frame, let's just check that one out as well, guys. This is losing hold on to the 21 simple. Now the last time we did hold this one, we did lose out on the 21 simple. You had the retest back of the 200 simple moving average, guys. Now ever since those areas, you were trending perfectly fine with the 21 simple moving average, right? Until recently you just broke below, and this was a retest of the 21 simple. You're quite not able to close a few candles above this one right here, calling for a consolidation, calling for a retest of some major moving averages, right? But guys, this price action still is currently operating under a bullish cross, the bullish cross which took place right here. Now this is crazy. This is crazy. This is legit crazy, guys. Now you had this bullish cross right here and you're still up 3600%. Madness on the daily time frame right here. So guys, what could happen in the coming weeks is that this cross could take place back again into the bear control zone, and then you can consolidate for a very long time, and then that would be your sell signal in the small time frames to medium time frames until you get this bullish cross back again, and then you jump back on into the train. And most likely, guys, you will be realizing these profits and you will be buying more chunk of hollow chain, more chunk of HOT tokens or whatever they are, guys. I personally don't hold any of them, but it's just fun to look at these assets, guys, these micro caps which are just mooning these days, guys. You can't really compare about this you can't really complain about this sort of price action. This is madness. And I don't see any reason for anybody to not take profits onto these levels, guys. This is a single leg up move of more than 4,000%, 7,000% up leg on a single wave, guys. This is crazy, right? You could be dealing with some profit taking levels. Now let's just look at some crazy upside targets, just for fun, guys, just for fun, right? We're going to be taking out this entire range of consolidation when it happened all the way until the COVID dump right here. And guys, you fell shy of the 66 unit retracement. This is madness, guys. This is simple madness. And you can see the relevance of these Fibonacci levels, right? The 2618, the 4236, guys, crazy relevance right here. Support formulation and the support formulation right here as well, resistance right here, and then we break and then we really broke out of it, guys. Crazy upside move, right? Similarly on the 10.764 right here, we broke to the upside. We simply went to the upside, guys, without any stopping. But we did not quite make our target right here. We did make our target towards the 40.61 extension. Now I do not have that one on. Let's just try to put that one on as well. Could that be aligning with Yeah, guys, the price action is perfectly aligned with the 40. Holy cow, this is actually to the T. Well, sometimes this TA works out, guys. Sometimes these moving averages, they do work out, man. This is just crazy to look at, right? 4618 completely hitting to the T right here, calling for some further consolidation on the 3-day time frame. Would be aligning the 21 simple at first, but if you lose out on that level right here, guys, the first support is here, the second support is here, right? Until then, you are still bullish. The structure is completely fine. Momentum oscillators on 3-day, guys. If you lose out on that one, you will be coming down. And the TSI, yet again, guys, we have yet another candidate of a TSI cross down, guys. Another candidate, right? But now this one is strengthening as well to the downside, guys. The 3-day is really choppy right here, so which means that the TSI will constantly strengthen to the downside. If we constantly print our red candles onto these levels, the TSI will constantly go down. It'll just probably resolve this grind to the downside as well, coming back below the 60. And guys, most likely further consolidation on this one as well. So this means no FOMO on hot chain, as simple as it can get, guys. Hot against BTC. Let's check them. Now this is way bearish, guys. This is blow off right here. This is a blow off top. This is a complete blow off top. Now you are already down 55%, more than 55%, guys, onto this entire rejection from the upside. You're more than 55% to the downside right here. Well, you are still bullish because you are still above the 21 simple on the 3-day time frame. But guys, this is a single wave expansion, most likely on to the Elliott wave analysis. This is the first wave right here. The second wave could align onto these levels with some deep retracement happening around the 618, and then you can go for some mega massive expansion to the upside, guys. Mega, because this is the first wave right here. The second wave is yet to formulate, and then we'll get into the third wave, guys. So basically, this price action structure means that we have a lot of time on hot chain, guys. So is this yet another accumulation, guys? You can accumulate this one. Yeah, this is yet another accumulation, guys. Good candidate for potential accumulation, right? Okay, so where are your deep retracement targets, guys? The 618 is aligning perfectly with your, well, what 21, is that 21 satoshis? Correct me if I'm wrong, if this is 21 or 200 satoshis. Looks to me like this is 21 satoshis, guys. Yeah, so you could come back down all the way towards 21 satoshis, which is not that far, to be honest with you. We came really close to this one right here. But guys, now here comes, you can come down all the way towards the deep retracements as well at 7 satoshis, at 7 to 8 satoshis, and you can still be bullish until you're really violating this low right here. Now this is pretty vague. This is not helpful at all. This is not helpful at all from any angle, guys, to be honest with you. But it looks to me like you're getting into a second wave consolidation. Your support could be here as well, guys. Both of these areas are of key interest. Now, watch the price action actually formulate itself from these levels, and then we can start picking up, guys. Until then, we are going to be simply under consolidation. Now, 50% correction off of the tops means that you would be looking for some further consolidation, probably a very choppy price action behavior as well. So if you're accumulating this one for the long haul, you could be looking completely fine. Whereas in the small time frames, I do not see this one moving to the upside, guys. This one is most likely going to consolidate and get into a reaccumulation, sweet little reaccumulation, guys. The next candidate, the last one, is VeChain. Now VeChain is also massively expanding, guys. All of these assets which were nothing back in the good old days are up 16,000% on an average, more than 50,000%, guys. Crazy piece of price action, right? Now I did not take a look at the long-term analysis on VeChain, as well as this is yet another dinosaur, guys. VeChain, I was talking about VeChain on one of the videos which I actually made a month ago. Guys, lot of things have actually happened. As last time we were actually talking about the price action, we were hovering somewhere around the 10.764. Currently we are at the 4618, guys. Now we are up 300% ever since I made the video on VeChain back onto these levels, guys. This is why anything which is trending to the upside with strength is likely to follow through, guys. And we did check out Holo, Doge, and, well, not really Doge, but BTT, guys. BTT and Holo are looking so, let's just say, they want to consolidate onto some levels. They want to test some key areas of interest, and then they want to proceed to the upside. Whereas this one is still signifying a lot of strength, guys. This 3-day candle is again about to close with this posture. There is no selling pressure on VeChain, man. This is just crazy. This is crazy. You're already up 16,000%, and you do not have any selling pressure happening on the 3-day time frame, guys. No blow off top situation. Nothing, guys. Nothing. This is completely looking fine. Although the RSI is quite extended, and it's not a death sentence. It's not. It's simply fine. The TSI. Look at this bullish chart, guys. This is crazy, guys. Every single time you would have bought on the TSI signature curling to the upside, you would have been significantly up every single time, right? This is why, guys, TSI is quite an important indicator, guys. This is really important. And let's just check this out for that matter, right? Let's just say you took the long exposure here in the VeChain markets onto the curling up behavior on the TSI right here, guys. You went to the upside all the way into the previous correction for 130% move to the upside, right? Onto the second curling up behavior, you are still up, guys. You're still freaking up, guys. And this one started happening onto these levels. You are up 600%, guys. Now, from this level, I do not see any immediate bearish follow through of this price action. It looks completely fine, guys. Why did I get in the 10-minute time frame, man? This is completely useless for this analysis, I guess. Right, the 4-hour time frame. Now the 4-hour time frame is creating a squeeze, guys. Now this is a neat looking squeeze. Could you be looking at a crazy trade in, guys? Probably you could be looking at a trade today, tomorrow, and basically this week itself, guys, on VeChain. Now if you resolve this range to the upside, I guess we are going to head towards these levels, guys. I don't think there's going to be much stopping all the way towards a 66-minute extension standing at your 40 cents level per VeChain. Crazy. This is coming from 0001, guys. Now sorry, 001. This is coming from 001, heading all the way towards 40 cents. This is crazy piece of price action right here. So if you resolve this clear cut rejection zone to the upside, I do not see any stopping to the 6618 areas of interest on Fibonacci numbers. That's going to be a 67% move to the upside, guys. Now if you break down out of this trend, most likely you will stop right here at the 55 simple, guys. Most likely, right? Because this is a goddamn strong looking trend right here. Now let's just check out the momentum oscillators as well. You're quite below this. Holy shit, you're not in a posture to actually break out, guys. Now okay, all right, why do I say that? The only reason why I say that is because the 4-hour RSI is trending below the 60. When you trend below the 60, you do not generally break above the range, guys. You want your RSI to constantly trend above 60. Then you can think about range breakout to the upside and potentially some continuation follow through moves as well. But until you are below the 60, guys, let's just say the preference for this trade would be towards the downside, because the RSI is trending on to the 60 level, below the 60 levels, right? The TSI is still trending to the downside. Now guys, on VeChain, the macro is certainly fine. Although the small time frames, you could potentially look out for some interesting trade right here, guys. Now this breakdown could align perfectly with the 200 simple on the 4-hour time frame, guys. The 4-hour 200 simple is quite significant. You're getting picked up ever since the start of this trend right here, guys. Before the start of this year itself, you have been trending perfectly fine with the 4-hour 200 simple moving average, right? And guys, when you do come back down here, this is going to be a macro opportunity. This is going to be a big opportunity, right? This is going to be an opportunity aligning with the 12 cents level. Now on the first pass, this would certainly get picked up from these levels if we break down, right? But if we constantly break to the upside, if you're going to the upside, guys, and RSI starts trending above 60 back again, that would be a long signal again, guys. That would be a good looking long signal for a potentially 60% trade to the upside. Now guys, this is not a financial advice. This can go down the road, this can go down shit as well. You should be prepared for both the side, guys. You should be looking at these markets in both the directions, guys. Do not have a pretty monotonous mindset, and don't deal with some kind of shit which is just guys, basically don't join gangs, guys. Don't join the bull and the bear gangs, right? Just be a trader. If you are actively participating every single day in these markets, don't join gangs. It's just gonna cause you a lot of pain, guys, most likely, right? Guys, so this is what we're looking at. So the risk to reward opportunity right now as I make this video is certainly better on the long side, whereas if you do reject this one out, guys, this is your short side opportunity as well. Now the RNR is 3.46 right here, and the RNR here is what? That's 14.13. Holy cow. Okay. All right. So this up move right here is going to be about a 70% up leg, right? Whereas the down move right here is going to be 40%, guys. Now crazy RNR distribution right here happening. 3.46 right here and 14.13 right here is the RNR. So certainly the long side has a better edge, to be honest. The more rewards are towards the long side right here. But guys, if you break down out of this level. This is going to be aligning with some key breakout. Sorry, some let's just say Bitcoin would also be breaking down. Bitcoin would also be setting its small time frame trends to the downside. Then we can break to the downside, guys. Now this trade could actually happen this week itself. Like it could happen today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow as well. So guys, if you're looking for a trade and you have not quite really found a trade in a couple of days like me, I did not, guys. Look, these markets these days are quite choppy, guys. Quite choppy. So what am I looking at mostly these days? I'm just in hodler, guys. I'm simply holding these days. And if I do look at some obvious trades, guys, then I would step into the markets and then I would potentially take some trades to the downside or to the upside. Doesn't really matter, but it's going to be a trade, right? But until I'm actually looking at some clear-cut opportunities, I will refrain at trading these markets onto these levels, specifically onto the USD pair, guys. The BTC pair would be still, let's just say, better in terms of defining their trend, but the USD pairs are quite choppy, guys. Now VChain against US dollar, let's go for the macro first and then we'll talk about, guys, this one took the all-time high. Holy crap. VET against BTC. I guess Bittrex was the first one to list this. Oh, okay, certainly not the first one, but this is clearing the all-time highs on Bittrex as well. VET BTC. KuCoin, did this one had it? Yeah, I guess yes. This one had this one all the way around August 2018, guys, and we did clear. VChain is at a blue sky breakout, man. Quite fucking unexpected, but this one is at holy cow, guys. Okay. Now this is crazy fractalization I just noticed. Guys, this piece of price action is happening on KNC as well. This is your hidden secret information for this video. Guys, KNC is somewhere here, guys. Kyber network crystal against Bitcoin is somewhere here. Do you want to look at it? Check this one out. Guys, similar looking fucking structure, similar structure as to the VChain price action against BTC. KNC is just there, guys, just there, doing something like that again. Now, I did not really intend to make this video a comparative analysis. Holy shit, I do not want this blue color here, man. Wow, I didn't expect this video to be actually big. Let's just get rid of the gradient itself, guys. Holy shit, just simply wasting my time right here, guys. Let's put the candles. All right. I'm gonna put some VET against BTC on KuCoin. Okay, if you simply go ahead and fractalize this one, fractals, guys, let's be fractal squirrels for some time, right? All the fractals, they do have less probabilities to play out actually to the upside or the downside, but guys, this one looks like a quite similar situation right here, guys. Check this one out. You had a crazy down move, you deep retraced out of this entire first wave, right, guys? And you expanded to the upside like this, like there was no freaking tomorrow. From this bottom right here, you are up 700%, taking out the previous all-time high, guys. Crazy resemblance onto this structure. Okay, guys, now every single time I'm sure you must be learning out some key interesting things in the market. And guys, this is actually very interesting. This is quite interesting. I do not really want to compare fractals as they don't have much probability in terms of playing out in reality, but guys, this looks like a pretty clear comparative analysis on the price action, guys. Now let's check out the RSI as well. RSI is all right. The RSI signature is actually quite similar as well. So you started leaving this range when the RSI was below the 60 marker, and as soon as you did that, you simply went to the upside, guys. You fucked off to the upside, right? So good comparison between KNC and VET, guys. KNC could actually pick up. Now this is not a Kyber network crystal video. I did make that KNC video. I will be leaving the links to the KNC video somewhere up here, and it will be most likely in the suggested video as well, guys. Okay, I'm gonna catch you people on the next video pretty soon. Until then, join the Discord server. We can have some discussion about KNC as well, and we can talk about how to position yourself in the KNC markets as well. All right, guys, I'll be catching you all of you a break now. Bye for now.